Prince Harry has reportedly jetted back to the UK abruptly, urgently, not for duty or diplomacy, but to deal with this jaw-dropping betrayal. And the bomb detonating their brand? Tyler Perry. Yes, the very man who once opened his gates and gave them shelter is now allegedly holding their most private, unfiltered moments on tape. We're talking intense conversations, behind closed doors drama, raw opinions, strategic planning, and the real truth behind the squeaky clean, camera-ready version of Harry and Meghan they pushed to the public. And word on the street? Some of those tapes have already started leaking. Yep, it's happening. The carefully built brand, the rebirth post-royal exit, is now standing on shaky, cracking ground.
Tyler Perry gave Meghan and Harry shelter, but now he holds the footage that could destroy them. 17 hours of explosive, private recordings, raw rants, secret media plans, and jaw-dropping moments that contradict everything they've said. Harry's sudden, panicked flight to the UK, staff quitting, and tightened NDAs show one thing: this is a ticking time bomb. When those tapes drop, their entire empire could collapse. Did you know Prince Harry disappeared from California with zero warning? No public appearances, no announcements. His sudden emergency flight to the UK left everyone shocked and confused. And if you stick with me, I'll explain exactly why, and why Tyler Perry's name is now at the center of this unfolding drama. Prince Harry's unplanned return wasn't for any royal funeral, charity event, or official engagement. Sources close to the Sussexes describe it as panic mode and damage control. The trigger? Tyler Perry, the Hollywood mogul who once gave Meghan and Harry refuge after their controversial exit from the royal family. During their 2020 stay at Perry's Los Angeles mansion, he allegedly recorded over 17 hours of raw, unfiltered footage.
Harry and Meghan are reportedly in a state of panic after Tyler Perry allegedly leaked private recordings online, stirring up a storm of speculation. The tapes, said to contain sensitive conversations, have left the couple scrambling to control the narrative and protect their privacy. While the full contents remain unclear, sources suggest the recordings touch on personal matters they never intended to make public. The leak has reignited media frenzy and could strain relationships behind the scenes. As the couple navigates yet another public challenge, fans and critics alike are watching closely. Will this latest drama impact their public image? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more valuable updates.
This isn't your typical home video. The footage reportedly includes private conversations, candid rants about the royal family, detailed media strategy planning, rehearsed talking points, and statements that contradict what the couple has publicly shared. Imagine having access to a vault of footage that could unravel a carefully crafted image built on vulnerability and authenticity. The Sussex brand has long been about controlling their narrative, but insiders whisper that Perry's recordings could flip the entire story on its head. Whispers about the footage first surfaced after Harry's abrupt trip, sparking intense media speculation and raising alarm within their Montecito circle. Staff quietly started leaving, NDAs tightened, and the atmosphere shifted from calm to crisis. What exactly is on those tapes? How damaging could they be? And why would Perry hold on to such explosive material? Tyler Perry wasn't just a friend to Meghan and Harry, he was their lifeline when they left the UK. His sprawling Beverly Hills estate became their first true American sanctuary, offering housing, security, and the privacy they desperately needed. Meghan even called Perry her guardian angel in public. And get this, Perry is the godfather to their daughter, Lilibet. That bond was deep. At one point, their relationship was so close that Meghan thanked Perry openly in interviews and reportedly featured him in her private podcast references. But then everything began to unravel. Tyler Perry found himself tangled in a massive $260 million lawsuit related to his studio operations. During that legal storm, Meghan's team allegedly started scrubbing Perry from her public image. Instagram shoutouts disappeared, podcast mentions were quietly edited out, and official PR materials removed references to him altogether. That move didn't go unnoticed. people close to Perry saw it as a cold, calculated betrayal, distancing herself while he was vulnerable.
For years, Tyler Perry was seen as the silent guardian behind Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's escape from royal life. He opened the gates of his heavily secured Los Angeles mansion when the couple was most vulnerable, offering them protection, privacy, and a safe haven far away from the flashing cameras and cold headlines of the British press. It was a romantic narrative that the media clung to, an American mogul sheltering the runaway royals like a modern-day fairy tale. But now, that story may be unraveling. The very man who once saved them could be the one who ultimately exposes them. It all began when Perry was hit with a jaw-dropping $260 million lawsuit. The charges? Alleged misconduct and a toxic work environment. But while the media storm erupted around Perry's name, the silence from Harry and Meghan was deafening. No words of support, no quick social media posts, not even a quote in passing. And that silence? It didn't.
Some insiders believe Perry started documenting everything as a form of insurance or maybe even a future production asset. A source close to Perry's team revealed he saw what they were doing behind the scenes and started rolling. The tapes reportedly paint a very different picture of Harry and Meghan, far more calculated, media-savvy, and strategic than the victim narrative they project publicly. It's as if Perry captured a behind-the-scenes reality that challenges everything fans and critics have believed. I'll tell you exactly what those tapes reportedly contain and why they could be devastating for the Sussex brand. The story is far from over, and the stakes have never been higher. Ever wonder what really happens when the cameras stop rolling? The footage reportedly shows Meghan and Harry rehearsing their interview answers for future media appearances, meticulously game planning how to present themselves to the world. Think Oprah, Spotify, Netflix, all carefully scripted moments designed to build their narrative. If you stick with me, I'll tell you why that's just the beginning. The tapes allegedly contain rants against senior royals that never made it to the final cuts of their public interviews. There are contradictory statements too, comments that clash with what they shared in their Oprah interview and Netflix documentaries. Insiders say the footage reveals discussions about how to frame their royal exit in a way that would generate maximum public sympathy. You might be surprised to hear Meghan expressing disdain towards certain staffers who, in public, are praised and supported. Meanwhile, Harry is said to mock some public figures, including royal aides, in ways that sharply contrast the polished image fans have seen. Beyond all this, the tapes reportedly capture raw moments, frustration bubbling over, strategic disagreements, and intense conversations about branding. It's a side of Meghan and Harry few have seen before. One insider who claims to have seen parts of the footage put it bluntly. It's not damaging because it's scandalous. It's damaging because it's real. They're not who they pretend to be.
Inside those walls, PR strategies were born. Interview answers were crafted. Rumors suggest that late-night rehearsals and carefully choreographed media moments were a daily routine. And Perry didn't just witness it, he reportedly recorded it. All of it, over 17 hours of footage and audio. Sources claim Harry and Meghan knew exactly how to shape their image, which tears would get sympathy, which headlines would spark outrage. They weren't just living there, they were producing their Hollywood redemption arc. And Perry saw it all. The rehearsed vulnerability, the internal debates over what to say and what to hide, the decision to cut off family members and cast the institution as the villain. It was all there on tape. But no one expected Perry to ever use it until now. That all changed when Tyler Perry was hit with a massive $260 million lawsuit by actor Derek Dixon. Suddenly Perry wasn't untouchable anymore. He was vulnerable.
Stakes couldn't be higher. Media companies are reportedly offering millions for exclusive access to these recordings. Some say Perry might not even have to release them. The mere threat of exposure is shaking the Sussex camp to its core. Perry's silence only adds to the tension. Meanwhile, Meghan and Harry's team has reportedly gone into lockdown mode, issuing new NDAs, restricting staff access, and launching investigations to sniff out internal leaks. After revealing the raw, unfiltered reality in the tapes, the question becomes, how is this affecting Meghan and Harry's empire? The fallout is hitting hard, financially, publicly, and behind the scenes. Their once glorious $100 million Netflix deal reportedly took a major hit, slashed down to about $20 million after several projects failed to gain traction. Multiple planned shows were canceled before filming even began, with insiders suggesting Netflix is losing confidence in the couple's ability to attract big audiences. The streaming giant's patience appears to be wearing thin. Meghan's lifestyle brand, which included a much-anticipated cooking show, has also run into serious trouble. Early test screenings reportedly called it awkward and forced, with audiences feeling disconnected. One industry insider didn't hold back. It's like someone trying to be Oprah without knowing why. And there's more. Meghan's follow-up podcast, meant to build on the success of Archetypes, has gone completely silent. No launch dates, no marketing buzz, and many believe it may have been shelved indefinitely. The momentum she hoped for has stalled, and the silence speaks volumes. Financial pressures extend beyond media deals. Their Montecito mansion, valued at over $14 million, brings high maintenance costs, elite security fees, and steep property taxes. Sources say foreclosure discussions have quietly surfaced, not an immediate threat, but definitely on the radar. The charitable side of their brand, the Archewell Foundation, is also feeling the strain. Donations from wealthy benefactors have slowed dramatically as public perception shifts and donor confidence wanes. Inside their world, the situation feels tense. Meghan's once large team of stylists, publicists, and advisors has shrunk significantly. Some resigned, others were let go. A former staffer summed it up. It's not a team anymore, it's a bunker. The brand that promised reinvention now faces instability on all fronts. The fallout is ongoing, and the question remains, how will Meghan and Harry rebuild when the foundation beneath them is shaking so fiercely? Tyler Perry hasn't said a word about the tapes. No denials, no clarifications, just complete silence. And that silence? It's anything but accidental. If you stick with me, I'll explain why it's making everyone nervous and what could happen if Perry finally presses play. Legal experts remain divided on whether Perry can legally release the footage. If Meghan and Harry were aware recordings were being made during their stay, Perry might have full ownership. But if they weren't, privacy laws could create serious hurdles. Either way, the uncertainty is a pressure cooker for the Sussex camp. Reports say Meghan and Harry don't know exactly what was filmed or how extensive the recordings are. Meghan is reportedly operating like she's under siege, holding off-site meetings, scheduling unscripted PR sessions, and avoiding phone calls in favor of face-to-face talks. Security teams are rotated more frequently to keep everyone on edge. Hollywood insiders are reportedly distancing themselves, with invitations drying up and brand deals slowing or even pausing. Former allies seem hesitant, wary of being caught in the crossfire of a reputational crisis. The Sussex image, once polished and powerful, is fading fast. One source put it bluntly, the narrative isn't theirs anymore. They lost control, and they know it. Everything Meghan and Harry built, from their media empire to their charitable work, now hangs in the balance, dependent on whether Tyler Perry chooses to remain silent or decides to speak. The Montecito mansion, once a symbol of reinvention and hope, is now described as a fortress of fear. The question echoing through those walls isn't what's next, but what if? I'll reveal why this silence might be the loudest message of all, and what it could mean for the future of the Sussex legacy. And that's the explosive story playing out behind the scenes. Meghan, Harry, and Tyler Perry locked in a dangerous game of secrets and silence. What was once a safe haven is now a pressure cooker, with footage that could shatter their carefully crafted image. The real question isn't if the tapes will drop, but when, and how devastating the fallout will be. The Sussex brand is on the brink, and this drama is only getting started. Keep watching, because what happens next will shock you.